long should a YouTube video actually be? 5 minutes? 10 minutes? 20? Apparently the answer is whatever length someone shouting into a microphone says the algorithm prefers this week. But the more videos I make, the more I think the real answer is much less exciting. Your video should be as long as the subject deserves, and probably not a second longer. I have just made a video about why civilization seems to have created gods. That video ended up being around 20 minutes long. I also made another about the idea of hell that was closer to 10 minutes. Neither length was planned in advance. One subject simply needed more space than the other. And that is what I am beginning to realise. The length should come from the subject, not from a number you decided before you started writing. A video about making the perfect cup of tea probably does not need to be 15 minutes. Unless somewhere around minute 11, you are personally travelling to India to collect the leaves. But a video covering the entire history of ancient Egypt is probably going to struggle in 5 minutes. You would barely have time to say pyramids before the end screen appeared. So I do not think there is one perfect video length. But I have started to think that when you are a new creator, making slightly shorter videos can be a good place to begin. Not because YouTube automatically rewards shorter videos, and not because viewers have suddenly lost the ability to watch anything longer than a TikTok. It is because making a strong, long video is much harder than it looks. When I first started, I sometimes treated video length as if it were proof of value. A 10-minute video felt more substantial than a 5-minute video. A 15-minute video felt more impressive than a 10-minute one. But extra minutes do not automatically create extra value. Sometimes they just create more places for the viewers to leave. When you're new, you're still learning how to get to the point quickly. You're learning how to speak naturally on camera. You're learning what to remove. And you're learning what your audience actually finds interesting. A shorter video gives you less room to wander into the conversational wilderness. You have to decide what the video is really about. You have to remove repeated points. And you have to reach the payoff before the viewer forgets why they clicked. That does not mean every new creator should only make 3-minute videos. A rushed video can be just as frustrating as a padded one. If someone clicks because they wanted a proper explanation, giving them half an answer is not good retention strategy. It is just disappointing. The goal is not to make the shortest video possible. The goal is to make the tightest complete version of the video. That might be 4 minutes. It might be 8. It might genuinely need 20. But every section should be earning its place. Something I am trying to ask myself now is whether each part adds new information, creates curiosity, or delivers on the promise of the title. If it does none of those things, it may only be there because I became emotionally attached to the paragraph. And paragraphs can be persuasive little parasites. They convince you they are essential simply because you spent 20 minutes writing them. I also think shorter videos can help new creators improve faster. A 15-minute video can take a huge amount of time to write, record, and edit. If it does not work, you might have spent days learning one lesson. Making tighter videos can let you publish more often, test more ideas, and get feedback sooner. You can learn which opening works, which subjects people click, and where viewers start disappearing. Then, as you become better at holding attention, longer videos become less intimidating. You're not stretching a short idea to reach a target. You are using more time because the subject genuinely needs it. So my current rule is simple. Do not choose the length before you understand the video. Start with the promise. What did the title and thumbnail tell the viewer they were going to get? Deliver that clearly. Add enough detail to make it satisfying. Then stop. Do not keep talking because somebody online said videos over 8 minutes perform better. And do not cut something important because another person said viewers only have a 5-minute attention span. People will watch long videos. They just will not watch videos that feel long. And there is a big difference. I am still testing this myself. That 20-minute video about gods may turn out to be exactly as long as it needed to be. Or the analytics may politely inform me that I should have stopped at 12. The 10-minute video about hell might perform better, or people might wish I had gone deeper. That is the useful part of making these videos. You do not have to pretend you already know the answer. You make the best decisions you can. You publish it, then you learn from what actually happens. But the lesson I keep coming back to is that length should follow the idea, not the other way round. So if you are starting a channel, I would probably lean towards slightly shorter, tighter videos while you learn what works. But do not force every subject into the same box. A cup of tea does not need an epic trilogy. And ancient Egypt deserves slightly longer than the kettle takes to boil. Make the video as long as it needs to be. Then, have the courage to make it shorter.